Alright, so here it is. Monday, 7:52, 32 seconds, year 2023, 6th month, June, and the 5th day. Jesus Christ, I wonder what today represents. Anyway, so here I am. I'm going to charge the the Monopoly pipe. I just call it, whatever the mood I'm in. Anyway, so I'm up kind of early today. Ate a bunch of peanut butter and jelly yesterday. So anyway, once again, energizing. So charge is kind of a cruddy word, but energize is more the rabbit bunny. Oh, brother. And when I think of the rabbit bunny, I think of the Hugh Hefner situation. I remember when I was younger. I kind of hit this tree right here. It's on the edge of the bullet points over there. Oh, there might have been some homeless people over the fence. I'm sitting here spraying this tree that I cut a while ago. Then I thought, oh shit, sometimes there's some homeless people over there. That would be a cold wake-up call. Cold calling. Looking for a sale. Anyway, so hold on. I've got to the point where I want to be able to recognize some things here. I have to remember that I set this thing down right here. Okay. Anyway, so now I'm in a different mood. So anyway, last night I'm sitting there in the house. I'm inside the house. I'm doing self-background checks, right? I mean, well, anyway, I get into the rest of the story. Let me share what the point is. Point is, last night I'm sitting there in the house, 10 o'clock at night, and I hear this. I see these lights in the in the windows, and at first I thought someone was pulling into the neighbor's house and backing out. It happens. The way the lights went, I'm calculating it out. Next thing you know, there's more lights, and then more lights, and all of a sudden I hear a knock on the door. And I'm just kind of sitting there like, well, I wonder what the hell this could be. More knocks on the door, and then at that time I started putting two and two together. Hey, this is some heavy knocks. I'm thinking flashlights in the windows, heavy knocks at the door. And I'm sitting here, I've been doing background checks on the internet, right? Self-background checks. I'm looking for free background checks, not the ones that I had to pay for. So anyway, I'm sitting there about 3 or 4 heavy knocks in a row, and I'm thinking, well, should I answer? Should I go see who it is? And then finally this thought just entered into the brain, said, might as well. So I went ahead and I answered the door, and I got out the door. I didn't see anyone. No one was there at first, and then I let me charge these things up. Then I use this stuff right here. Anyway, long story short, it was the cops or the police, the local Springfield police. And I just use this. I just put this stuff. I ignite the crystals is what I'm activating the crystals with this stuff right here. It's called this is silver iodine. It's basically colloidal silver, liquid colloidal silver, and liquid iodine, and it's called seed clouding. Okay, this is seed clouding. Okay, now I got these crystals right here, so I'm gonna spray these crystals, and then I'm gonna explain what seed clouding is, and then I'm gonna get back into the Springfield police incident last night. Okay, so I just activate the crystals here. You know, these radio crystals. Yeah. And now usually when I'm spraying this right here, this hose, usually I got the daughter, or the sunshine, or the daughter shine, you know, the child shine, you know, the animal shine, whatever, the fireball in the sky up there. And usually I like to have it behind me as I'm spraying this stuff. And when I spray this with water, symbolically, you know, in hope, and, you know, religiously, it's called prayer and faith and all that stuff. You know, I could go into all kinds of stuff as I'm looking to open this up. Okay, now as I open it up, there it goes. As I open it up, and the sun hits it from behind, there's a rainbow that ignites. A rainbow, yeah. There's a little bit of a rainbow there. See? The sun has to hit just right with the. There's a little bit of rainbow right there. Yeah, there it is. It looks like it's showing on the camera too. But that's one of the main things that I'm looking for when I'm energizing these you know, fire peace. This would be, as they call it, firefighting. Fire peace invitations. Fire peace invitations. I'm looking for that rainbow. See the rainbow? Now it's only coming in faint because the fireball is just peeking through the trees. It's not fully shining straight on. So the rainbow is coming out kind of faint. But oh yeah, there's a little stronger right there. So I'm looking for the rainbow every time I charge these cloud busters. Cloud busters that have been energized, or they've been seeded. I seed these every morning. And when I say seeding, cloud seeding, or water seeding, cloud seeding, this is the term cloud seeding, or I'd have to look it up again. But that is a term that can be typed into the YouTube search, into the internet, and one could look up what cloud seeding is. And this is actually military technology. Cloud seeding is military technology. Okay, so now that I finished energizing that, I'm going to go turn the water down over here, and then I'll go back into the police story. Okay, so here we are. And then I come in here, and I go to the faucet right here, and I turn it all the way off, and then I just crack it just a 1/2-16th, probably a 1/4-16th of an inch. I crack it a 1/2-16th, just a 1/4-16th, just barely. And then I come back out here. Okay, I come back out here, and then there's just enough pressure for the water to continue all day. This is like having a water fountain out here in the backyard. Those electric ones. You can you can go to the local hardware stores. You can get those waterfall rocks. Well, I just have this thing cracked all day, and as talismans, these talismans that I got right here, I got these talismans sitting on a look at the ant down there. See the little ant? Oh shit. Hold on. Fucking. I hope it stopped recording. No, good. It's still recording. There was the calculator like halfway popped up on the screen for some reason. I hit something. But anyway, these are beat up cymbals, drum cymbals. Okay? Those are beat up drum cymbals. And there's a spring that I got. That's a copper coil spring right there that I got set up in the holes. And it's kind of centered on there. Okay? So I have this hose. It just kind of feeds the middle of it like a rock waterfall. A continuous water movement. And I have this continuous water movement because that's symbolic to constantly seeding these clouds or the sky, seeding the skies all day. In other words, that's symbolic also for a fire watch. This is a fire watch. This setup here is an all-day fire watch, and it's constantly in operation. Constantly. I don't just seed the clouds and then shut everything down and walk away. This is like a prayer for religious folks that people. I use the word prayer because prayer is the only thing that's really people realistically in a real life scenario relate to on the street. I use the word street because that's just common language for everybody goes out in town, and they congregate. It's called going out on the high seas. Where piracy happens. What's piracy? That's another word for fire. A pyro. Okay, piracy. Is it a bad thing? Not at all. Can it be a bad thing? Sure. Can it be a good thing? Oh, hell yeah. Can it be something in between or all kinds of different angles, shit like that? And I say, it could be anything. So anyway, last night, 10 o'clock at night, so I'm sitting here in the house right near the front door. I was right near the front door. I got a chair set up in there right near the front door. So I see the flashlights in the windows and stuff like that. Okay, and there's a cop car parked in the front yard. I'm talking this cop car. This cop car is always here in the front yard. But when I finished speaking with the police officers last night, and I was curious as to what was going on. Because he asked me, he says, "Did you hear any yelling last night?" And I said, "Yeah." And I just kind of gestured and pointed the head. I says, "It's probably the neighbor." I'm not looking to get anyone in trouble. I'm a conversationalist. I know how to go out in town. I know how to talk to people. I ain't here to hide shit. It's just conversation. Did you hear anything? Yeah, I heard something. And I'm sure they're probably wanting to know more. Well, what did you hear? And what da-da-da-da-da. So, I got ESP. I said, well, it's probably the neighbor. So anyway, I got up. They left. I shut the door, and then I was kind of curious. I was like, I wonder if they left. I wonder where they went. So when I came out here, I came out the door, and I came out here, and I was kind of curious. I wonder if they're at the neighbor's house. I'm over here, and I just kind of peeked through. The point that I say that is because out here, I did not see a single cop car out here. Not a single cop car. When I bring up the point, there's a cop car in the yard right here. I'm not saying the actual Springfield, Oregon police cop cars. I'm having fun with things, telling it the way I see it. I just happen to say, well, yeah, there's a cop car in the yard. That is a cop car. Symbolically, these right here, these, what are these called? Crown Victorias. These are Ford. These are from the inventor named Henry Ford. Henry Ford. I had a grandfather, or I have. The claim goes that the grandfather who shot the seed in the grandmother that gave birth to the mother that shot and received the seed shot from the dad that claims and who have given birth to me. That grandfather's name is Henry. Yeah, Freeman Henry. That's his first name, Freeman. Middle name's Edward. That's the same. I was given the middle name Edward. Freeman. I'm thinking, I'm looking at the hologram. I'm looking at all these clues. Why the hell is grandfather's name Freeman? What the fuck? And he's from Canada. Yeah, he came from Canada. Over in Saskatchewan area. Canada. That eastern Canada over there. All this shit. I could go on and on and on and on. And I'm thinking, I'm looking at clues in the hologram. Or religiously speaking, is this a God thing? Religiously speaking, when people, and I'm bringing up religion, okay, prayer, because that's what these cloud busters all tie around. Okay, religiously speaking, I'm bringing up all kinds of elements into the conversation here, and they all tie in together. There's one grand big picture that's seen with all these elements. It might sound like that I'm bouncing off the wall, going from subject to subject to subject to subject to subject to subject to. It's kind of like, God damn, Russell, man, we're out here traveling on the streets and you're lost. No, I ain't lost. I've been around the block. I know these streets like the back of the hand. And when I say I know these streets like the back of the hand, I'm telling you, I know what's going on in this existence like the back of the hand. And I can go from this subject to that subject to this subject to that subject. It might seem like I'm going totally off subject, but it always comes back. There's a grand, big, giant picture that I'm seeing, a grand scale, and I'm just hitting all the different angles what I see, and it all ties right in together. But anyway, so here I am. Anyway, so I get out here, and the officer, he says, I was just curious. I was wondering, God, I didn't see no cop cars out here. I was like, I wonder where they're at. So I wonder if they actually went next door. So I'm just kind of peeked over, and then one of the black figures comes out, and he says, "What do you want?" And I said, something like, I just, checking things out. But he says, "We got it." But then I went back in the house and I realized what I really should have said was just tell him exactly why I was out here. Because I was wondering, I didn't see no cop cars out here. I was wondering, God, I wonder where you guys are at. Did you disappear? Just being jovial and friendly like, or whatever the hell. But something else came out. But anyway, so now getting back to the other touch thing, how does all this tie in together? I could go into that subject, but anyway. So back here, seeding the clouds. I'm speaking on all kinds of subjects. Seeding clouds, fire watch, because this is fire season. Fire watch, prayer, religion, neighbors, love thy neighbor as thyself. It all ties in together. It all flows smooth for me. Very smooth for me.